I never thought silence could burn this deep. It was a Sunday morning when my phone buzzed, a message from my uncle. He never really talked to me much, so seeing his name pop up was strange. I opened it, expecting maybe an old family picture or one of his random jokes. But it wasn't a joke. It was a video. I pressed play, and for the next 2 minutes, I just sat there, frozen. My mom, my dad, and even my younger brother were sitting around the living room, laughing. My mom's voice was loud and sharp. "She's useless. Can't do anything right." My dad added, "Yeah, she acts like she's helping us, but she's the reason we're struggling. We should have never expected anything from her." They laughed again. That kind of laugh that stings more than words ever could. I didn't cry. I didn't even blink. I just stared at the screen, listening to people I love to tear me apart, completely unaware that for the past 3 years, I had been the one paying their mortgage, their bills, even their car payments. I never told them. When my dad lost his job, I stepped in quietly. I sent money every month, pretended the house was still under his name. I wanted to protect their pride. I thought I was doing the right thing. But at that moment, hearing them call me useless, something inside me broke, and something new began to rise. That night, I didn't answer their calls. I didn't reply to my mom's messages. I just stared at the payment reminder that had popped up on my laptop. Their mortgage was due in 3 days. Normally, I'd pay it right away. But this time, I didn't. I went to bed with their words echoing in my head. She's useless. The next morning, my phone started buzzing again. My mom, then my dad, then my brother. I ignored all 3. 2 days passed, then 3. Then I got the message I knew was coming. "Sweetheart," my mom texted. "The bank called. They said the payment didn't go through. Maybe you can check." No apology. No explanation. Just maybe you can check. I took a deep breath, typed 1 line, and hit send. Maybe the useless one finally decided to stop being useful. There was silence for hours after that. Then, late that night, my dad called. I picked up. He tried to sound calm, but his voice trembled. "Listen, it was just a joke, okay? Your mom didn't mean it." I said nothing. He continued, "We're family, you know that. We've always counted on you." That's when it hit me. Counted on me. Not loved me. Not respected me. Just used me. I decided to let them see what life looked like without me. The next morning, I called the bank and officially transferred the mortgage ownership back to my name. I also canceled every automatic payment connected to their accounts. The power bill, the insurance, the internet, everything. Within a week, their world started collapsing. The electricity went out, the internet stopped, and the car insurance lapsed. That's when my brother finally called, his voice shaking. "What are you doing? Mom's freaking out. Dad's panicking." I simply said, "I'm letting the useless one rest for a while." Then I hung up. 2 weeks later, I drove to my uncle's house. He was the only one who ever told me the truth. He said he sent me that video because he thought I deserved to know. When I got there, he looked at me and said, "You did the right thing." I smiled faintly and replied, "No, I did the fair thing." 3 days after that, my mom showed up at my apartment. She looked exhausted, her hair messy, her voice soft for the first time in years. She said, "We didn't mean it. We were just angry. You've done so much for us." I looked her straight in the eye and said, "You don't insult the hands that hold you up." Her eyes filled with tears. "So, what now?" she whispered. I walked to the window, looked outside at the city lights, and said quietly, "Now you keep them on yourself." That was the day I took my power back, not just financially, but emotionally. For years, I thought love meant sacrifice. But real love doesn't drain you. It doesn't mock you. It respects you. And as I sat there that night, watching my own apartment glow in the city's soft light, I realized something. Silence isn't weakness, it's preparation. Because when the time is right, silence speaks louder than revenge ever could.